is going on, guys? This is Sal from Let's Talk Video Games, and today we are here to mod our PlayStation Vita with a 1TB micro SD card. As you see here, these are all the apps you can get after modding your Vita, but today we will go over how to mod your Vita. Make sure you follow every step. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and do so. Do not miss one of the steps. Make sure you are paying attention for this one. You do not want to brick your Vita, trust me. This is a 2000 model PlayStation Vita, so don't use this to mod your 1000 model, as I have seen there are some differences in modding the 1000 and 2000. Here are the things you will need. Number one, a PlayStation Vita 2000. This is a Japanese model, so you enter and exit things backwards. Enter with circle and exit with X. You'll need a micro SD card. I have my 1TB SanDisk Extreme to expand my storage. This will work with most sizes of micro SD. I also do have a 512GB here. Memory SD to Vita Pro PSV adapter. These are super cheap. You can find them on Amazon. And one last thing you'll need is your charger. You will want to keep your Vita charging so that it doesn't power off during this process. So as you see, we have all these really fun apps here that you can download with a modded Vita. But without further ado, let's get into this tutorial on how to mod your 2000 PlayStation Vita. Alrighty, so first thing we are going to do here is insert our micro SD 1TB into the memory SD to Vita Pro PSV adapter. You don't want to push it in too hard, and also you don't want to leave it out too much because the PS Vita might not recognize it later on in the video. If anything like that happens, just make sure that you do take it out and put it back in and see if that works for you. But you don't want to damage these two things. These are the same size as a game card for the Vita. So once you do insert this on the top of the PlayStation Vita, you obviously will not be able to insert your games. Alright, as you see here, we have a clean Vita, no other apps installed but the main apps, and of course that one game I had there, Killzone Mercenary. So you want to make sure that you do have this connected to your charger and it is charging while we are doing all of these steps to mod the Vita. You don't want it powering off and messing with something that might accidentally break your system if this happens. So you don't want to have that happen. Just make sure you connect it before we start this process. So we want to go into system settings. Then we go down to system information. As you see there, 3.74, and we do have 1GB of internal storage. Make sure you are running on the latest system software. You don't want this bugging out because of that reason. Make sure you back out, go up, system update using Wi-Fi. As you see there, we do have the latest version, but if you don't, it will update it for you. So now we want to go to power save settings and make sure that you do change this top setting from entering the standby mode automatically. You want to change that to 30 minutes so the PlayStation Vita does not shut off on you. And then you want to back out of there and close it. You want to go to the web browser app. Then you want to go on address bar, type in http://jailbreak.psp .psp2.dev, then click the little green arrow and you will come to this screen that says unlock my Vita. So this is where we will jailbreak the Vita by pressing unlock my Vita. So if for some reason that messes up, Make sure you go to settings and delete your cookies. Click yes on that. And then make sure you clear your search history. So go to unlock my Vita, unlock. This screen will come up with all these options. So you want to go down, install Hinkaku. And all done. Now you want to go down again and make sure you install Vita Deploy. All done. Now you want to exit this. You want to go to settings. Now we have this option here, Hinkaku settings, and make sure you enable unsafe homebrew by checking that box. Now we have Vita Deploy here. You want to go into it, go down to install a different OS, quick 3.65 install, let this download. This might take a minute, so once this is done, you want to confirm that you are installing 3.65. You want to downgrade from firmware 3.74 to 3.65. Make sure you press yes on this. It will let you continue in 20 seconds, and you want to confirm that. So now you will be taken to the system update. Just let this load, let the system update install. When that is done, the system will reboot. Now what you want to do, go into the settings. Make sure you go to system information, and as you see there, we are running on version 3.65. Make sure it does say that. Now we want to go into auto start settings and make sure you uncheck the box for automatically downloading update files. You don't want this automatically downloading that update file once you do set it to 3.65. Then go into Hinkaku settings. Make sure all these three are checked. Spoofed version. Now you're going to want to change this to make it be the 3.74, which is the most recent one. This will make PSN think that you are running on the latest version, so you could use network features. So 3.74. Then continue, back out, close that. We want to go to Vita Deploy. We want to go to App Downloader. Go down to ITLS Installer. Check that box. Then go download the selected apps. Let this download. All apps have been successfully installed. Now you can exit. Close that out. We have ITLS Enzo. Go into that. Once ITLS finishes installing, your system will reboot. Then, just to make sure it is installed, we want to go back into ITLS Enzo, and as you see there, it says uninstall, so it is installed. Now we want to exit out of that. This app, ITLS Enzo, is, I believe, for playing games online. and still using trophies and stuff like that. So now is the time for us to insert this 1 terabyte memory into the system. Now we will insert it into the game slot. Go into Vita deploy. Down to miscellaneous. And you want to format a storage device. Make sure the top says SD to Vita. Format target storage. And this will take a bit to load. If you come up with a problem at this point with an error code like this, as you see here, an error occurred. So you want to make sure you take out the card and reinsert it into the adapter. Sometimes it doesn't really recognize it. I believe it will do it now. Again, another error. This will happen a lot if it isn't inserted right. So again, we pressed the format target storage. It took me a couple times to get it right, so it might take you that many times. Just make sure you do not break the cards, and as you see there, formatted. Click OK. Then back out of there, you want to mount SD to Vita to GRWO, and you will see it says mounted. OK. Then back out of that, we want to go to app downloader. Then we're going to download YAMP installer. Download the selected apps. Now that it is downloaded, you can now exit the app. And as you see there, YAMP installer is there. We want to go into it, install the light version. Now that it is done, the system will reboot. Next, we want to go into settings, down to devices, storage devices. Then make sure you check the use YAMP box and make sure UXO is set to default and UMAO is set to SD to Vita. Then you want to power off your system. Once it's fully off, you want to power it back on. Then you want to go down to Vita deploy. Then you want to go to app downloader. Go to Vita shell, check that box, go to download the selected apps, let that finish downloading. Vita shell is a file system for the Vita where you could transfer files, which we will need to do. Go into Vita shell. We will need to move some files over from the internal storage to the 1 terabyte micro SD. So we need to go down to UXO. Go into that, go to the first app that's highlighted, click triangle, mark all, Now you want to click triangle again. You want to copy. 18 files have been copied. Then you want to head back. You want to go into UMAO. Go to the first file that you see there. Click triangle and then go down to paste. This will copy all the files from your internal storage to the micro SD, basically making it the main storage that you will be using from here on out. Then we want to back out of there. We want to close Vita shell. Go into settings, go to devices, storage devices. And what we want to do now is change the UXO from default to SD to Vita and the UMAO from SD to Vita to memory card. Now we want to power the console off. Once it's fully off, turn it back on. So now we want to go into the settings, scroll down, system information, and as you see there, 953 gigabytes, we have now activated that SD to Vita micro SD. So yeah, that's basically it. If you just wanted to watch this for the memory, that's it. You could download your PlayStation Network games on there. You can now use the 1 terabyte. But if you're interested in more, now we will go into what you can do now that this is modded. Go into Vita deploy and we could download all these apps. We want to go to Vita DB downloader. That is for your homebrew. Adrenaline, this is to play your PlayStation portable games once you do download them. PKGJ is to download your PlayStation Vita titles, PS1, PSP. And we also want to download the custom theme manager. If you do want to download those custom themes, go to download. Everything will start downloading and installing. Adrenaline, as you see there. PKGJ. Custom Themes Manager. And all the apps have been successfully installed. Now we exit out of this. And as you see there, we have all the apps here. Vita DB for Homebrew, Adrenaline for PSP, PKGJ for your PlayStation Vita titles and PSP, and Custom Themes Manager. So now your PlayStation Vita is modded. You could basically do anything you want with these apps. Let's head into PKGJ. Make sure when you open this, you do not update it. You really don't have to. I always select no. And as you see here, it will say no items. Try to refresh. So what you want to do is press triangle and you want to head down to refresh, select it, and now it will refresh the list and add all the games here. As you see, it's adding everything. Now we have everything here from Europe, USA, Japan. As you see there, 3,462 items. These are the PlayStation Vita games, the DLCs for those games, demos, themes, PS1 games, PSP games, PSP DLCs, and PSM games. So right here, you can select the region you want to download the games from. I usually use USA because that is my region. So we will head down to Dead Nation. so I could show you guys how to download the games here. It's pretty easy. You just head to Detonation. I'm going to choose the USA version, install game and patch. You want to select it, okay. Then you exit out of there. Now we're going to add another game, Dead or Alive 5 Plus, install. Okay. Now we're going to head into the live area, and as you see there, it adds them to the bubble at the top to download them. You can get trophies and play these games online. We're going to head down to PSP titles, and as you see here, when you put a PlayStation Portable game or PS1 game to download, you cannot exit the app. You have to wait for it to finish downloading. You can go ahead and add more games to this download list, but you won't be able to exit the app until all these games are downloaded. So that is PKGJ. As you see there, the games are installed. They have their own art and bubble. Now let's head into Adrenaline. And when you first boot it up, it will ask you this. You want to make sure you install or press X to download the PSP 6.61 firmware. It will start downloading. Once that is done, it will exit out. Then you want to go back into Adrenaline, open that up again. Then you will see this. And then you want to press X to install. It is creating directories, okay. And just let this process go through. Once it is done, you will see this. The firmware has been installed successfully. Press X to boot the PSP XMB. And this will turn your PlayStation Vita inside of this app into a PlayStation Portable. It's quite awesome. So then just choose your language. As you see there, all the sounds of an XMB, I love it. Choose your time zone, go down to your memory stick. That is where all the PSP and PS1 and PS Mini games will be installed once you download them in PKGJ. As you see here are the PS1 titles that I did download. Here are the PlayStation Portable games. You can play any of these games here, and it's awesome. It makes me feel like I'm actually playing on a PlayStation Portable. But enough of that, let's go into Theme Manager and I'll show you how to download these themes. You want to go into that option there, and it will load the list of these themes. It loads 6 at a time. You could scroll through them by pressing the R1. Select the one you want to download. As you see, I press the shoulder button and it will load another 6 themes. That GTA 6 one there looks interesting. Let's download this one here. Press X to download and it will start downloading. Once it is done, you want to make sure you press start so that it installs. If you press square, you can see the commands list here. And if you want to search, press start, then the keyboard will come up. I am looking for The Last of Us Part 2 theme. As you see there, I will download The Last of Us Part 2, Ellie's tribute theme. All gone. I really love these themes because they have background music, which is awesome. Really gets you in the mood to play these games, having the background music change on each theme. Once that is done, press start and it will install. Then you want to back out of there. You want to go into that first option, apply and install theme. And you could choose between the ones you have downloaded. I will choose the Deadpool one now, so I can see what it looks like. Select. And as you see, it has background music. It's pretty cool. And also has a opening theme. Pretty cool. Let's head back and change the theme. I really love this Last of Us Part 2 theme. It's usually the one I go with, that or the Uncharted one they have. As you see, it looks beautiful. That music takes me back. Takes me back to that awesome game. So now that that is set, we are going to go into the Vita DB downloader. You want to open that. I'm going to click OK. Let that download and install. Then package installer will open. This will all happen automatically. So really you just have to let this happen. You don't really have to do anything here. Then Shark Food will open. Downloading Shark Food. Installing Shark Food. Now we go back into Vita DB. Now this, I click yes on, then you just have to let this download and install. Then this will extract from the archive. This is basically just queuing up all the homebrew games and apps and stuff like that. Now it will parse apps list and you could basically download anything from here now. And any apps you see on here you can download. There's a lot of cool ones. There's actual fan-made games on here. This isn't really my thing. I'm just showing this for anyone that is interested in homebrew and stuff like that. So yeah guys, you now have a modded PlayStation Vita and you are able to use that 1 terabyte micro SD with the adapter. You're able to turn this into a PSP, a PS1. With all that homebrew stuff, you could download emulators and play your NES games. Everyone else has guides on this. I just thought, because I have a 1 terabyte and no one really has a 1 terabyte tutorial online, I thought I should make this. I do buy a lot of my games digitally, so a lot of these games I already have owned at one point or another. The only reason why I mod my systems is basically to experiment with them. I don't do it to get free games. Odds are I won't even play some of these games. I just like to explore and really deep dive into emulation, and modding systems has been very fun for me over the last couple of years. Let me know, what games are you guys going to be playing on this thing? Are you planning on modding your PlayStation Vita? Are you using this as a guide? How much storage did you put in your Vita? I've been obsessed with Godzilla for some reason. That's why I'm playing Godzilla here. Let me know what you guys thought of this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more game recommendations from the PlayStation Vita or any other system. I'm very down to do that. And thank you very much for tuning into this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.